Good day, mate. I am recording a video regarding a chess game I just played against alvand 2018. And in this video, I would like to discuss a topic which is never resigns in a winning position. So basically, alvand 2018 was a very good sport, and he was playing white, and I was playing black there. And as you can see from this game, I actually never have any advantage, but I just managed to equalize. But from this last position here, which I'll show you, I think the position was like this. This guy or this girl basically resigns because it's actually an equal position. So it is a very bad decision, in my opinion, to resign in an equal position. So let's just get into the game. Let's just see from my opponent perspective. Well, alvand 2018 play a very unique opening, which is a3, and it's very rare. And I, of course, answer with f5, which is also very rare. d4, e6, e3, and then knight goes to f6, f4, c5, c3, c takes d4, e takes d4, knight goes to c6. Basically, knight goes to f3, b6, bishop d3, and then bishop b7, fianchettoing the bishop. And then, of course, castling to kingside, which is, of course, the target of the fianchetto of the bishop and everything. Bishop d6, knight e5, which cannot be taken, because if I take this one, then there will be a fork using this pawn. For example, this one, take this one, and of course this pawn will take this one, and there will be a fork between this knight and this bishop. Castling kingside as well. Knight goes to d2, bishop b8, just to avoid the fork that I just mentioned about. Knight at d goes to f3, knight takes e5, f takes e5. And from this position, I was just thinking maybe, just maybe, if I move my queen to c7 here, which is a blunder, of course. Then after the pawn takes this one, I can probably simply take the take the knight here, and then I can deliver a check. But apparently it's not a checkmate. Probably just missed that. So I lost my knight there by a silly mistake. He takes f6, and I just realized that, so I just took the pawn using my rook at f6 there. And then knight goes to e5, making me realize that I do not really have this battery line. It's pretty weak. h6 was done by me, which is just trying to prevent anything crazy. Like, for example, the rook is lifted and then goes here, something like that. Because my rook cannot be put here, because this knight is so powerful, it controls so many squares there. Not this one. It's so centralized, and basically I can't really mobilize things. So just to prevent anything happen, I move h6, which is an inaccuracy according to the machine. g3 there was moved, which in my opinion is also an inaccuracy from white perspective, because suddenly I have this main diagonal open, and I want to put my queen there in order to be able to checkmate white. So in order to do that, I want to kick that knight away, so move that d6 move, and then the knight goes back to f3 there, and then from here I move my queen to c6, which of course, according to the plan, will try to get the white king checkmated in any case. And bishop goes to d2 here, probably trying to mobilize the bishop, and of course maybe trying to connect the rook and the queen and the rook there. Now I can move rook to g6 there, but it's probably not quite strong. So rook goes to f2 instead, which is an inaccuracy as well, but it's probably trying to just prepare for which is, you can see like a fianchetto. So h5, they are just trying to push the h5, the h pawn forward. In case the knight is lifted, then I can sort of checkmate here using my queen, something like that. Because king goes to h1, I think it's a very big mistake, because of course it's spinning the knight all of a sudden. Bishop goes to c7, just a prophylactic move, and also trying to free the rook. Now bishop goes to f1, and I suddenly understand that the plan is to fianchetto the bishop here and trying to attack this main line light square diagonal. Bishop goes to d8 in case I will need to push my h5, sorry, h pawn forward. There will be some backup. And then bishop goes to g2, which of course a realized plan. And here I need to move my queen because this bishop is quite strong, it's protected by the rook, and I cannot really take it. So where do I move my queen? I simply just move my queen to b5 there, which is of course a mistake. But I believe that if I just put the queen here, trying to sort of distract white with the weakness here or there, it's probably gonna be a good advantage for me. Knight goes to h4, which is a very good move. Of course, this opens up the diagonal, and then I simply do bishop takes g to check. And of course, in this position, as white, you should actually just take the bishop using the knight here, because it doesn't. Instead, it's taking it from using the king. Then I have the chance to take the knight back. And in this position, actually, it is an equal position, because basically I just win one pawn, but my position is actually a wreck, and it's not really a good point. But I just don't believe it that alvand2018 actually resigns in this position. And to be honest with you, it's just still maybe probably white advantage. From here, there are a lot of continuation. The thing that I can think of is probably just taking back a pawn, which is queen can take h5. And from here, I only have one move, which is rook goes to g4. And then from here, it's basically just equal. It's not much I can do from here. So look, alvand, in this position, you already win back the pawn, and you don't have to resign, for example. Or I suggested from the engine that the queen can actually goes to f3 there, and it's actually trying to attack the rook there, and I simply have to do one thing here, which is running away. So basically that's it. The lesson that you can learn is just don't resign so easily. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.